Welcome. Freaky Friday, we are back. I never know when these lives actually start. It's actually very confusing. Like, are we live now? Are we live in a minute? Just watching them back, it always is confusing. Today is going to be a fun one, you guys. Happy Friday. Happy Freaky Friday. We are back for episode 2. That means I'm staying consistent, doing these on time, doing another one. Today we have a very fun look. It's in the thumbnail of today's video. And yeah, it's a blue look. I'll show you on my iPad. The artist who created this look is called I'm Nastia. Such a gorgeous look. I freaking love that. It is like a graphic eye situation. It's gonna be a challenge and I'm here for it. I haven't done makeup looks like this in a long time. So I'm excited to do this one. So if you have a beverage, sit down and hang. We are gonna do some creative makeup and just relax and enjoy this beautiful Friday night. It's gonna be really fun. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with like just mapping this out, probably an eyeshadow. And then I might take my About Face Fluid Eye Paints. And this one is in the shade, it's so hard to read. Wow, I don't even know. I cannot believe how hard that is to read. Actually, this is also really dark. Maybe we'll do a lighter one. I'm gonna take a lighter one. Blue Monday, not so hard to read. But these are amazing from About Face. They're just really lovely. Great formula, easy to use, easy to draw on. This one is a little lighter, but actually I kind of like that. I think with the makeup I already have going from today, that'll work just fine. Hi guys. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you for saying you like the videos. That means a lot. Tonight's gonna be really fun, you guys. I was just saying earlier, grab a little beverage. I literally just got home from playing pickleball with my husband, so I'm all sweaty and gross, but my makeup actually held up very well, I will say, for having worked all day and then sweated on the pickleball court. Not bad. So I have like those hydration packets in here. That's what I'm drinking. It's so good. They just taste like fruit punch. I have some ice and that's it for hydration. And then I have my Sierra Nevada, which this is my favorite. If you don't know, now you know. So that's what we're using today for beverage support. And then for makeup support, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna start. I was just talking about using this blue from About Face, Blue Monday, which is actually a really cute name. And this one I cannot find. It's so hard to read. Definitely cannot read that. So probably not gonna use that one, but I think I have a blue like eye pencil somewhere. I definitely should have done this before, but yeah, okay, this will work. This is Sabbath. That's like dark blue from Urban Decay. So we can use this to like sketch everything out maybe. I don't know. I'm contemplating that. So we're gonna use those. I also have these from Lemonhead LA. Do you guys remember this brand? I don't know if they're even still around, but this one I've had a long time. They make these like glitter cases. Look how freaking cool they are. So I was thinking about using maybe like one of these really pretty glitters. This one feels a little bit dry, but it's basically like a really pretty glitter. Isn't that really cool? So I was thinking I could go over top of that like blue pencil and it might look really pretty. I also have my girl Meg's, her brand is called Get Stone, and I have these blue rhinestones. So that's what we're working with. This is the look we're creating if you're just joining. It is so stunning. So I'm gonna remove my lips. I think I'm just gonna do the blue over the eyeshadow I already have because I don't have that much time. I'm gonna try and do this in an hour. Wish me luck. But this is what we are going off of. It's gonna be really fun. If you're new here, I've been a professional makeup artist for about 8 years now. I have alopecia. Those of you coming in and being like, does she have cancer? Is she a boy? No, she's a girl. And this is my circumstance. This is what we do here. We do bald makeup looks. So please be kind in the comments because there are a lot of other people with alopecia in here. And yeah, cheers to that. Let's do it. Okay, I think I am gonna do that. I'm gonna look at this design and I'm just gonna sketch it out with this pencil. Unfortunately, it is not sharpened, so we're gonna sharpen it. Okay, slay, that worked very well. I feel like blue is such a bold, like, statement color. I'm kind of here for it. This is gonna be interesting. Also, I'm noticing my eyelash from sweating has been like rubbing my eyebrow. That's cute. So let's fix that. I'm gonna fix this squirrel. A little ADD moment. Hold, please. I'm just realizing that it's like wiping off. Alopecia probs. Okay. Now that's a little better, whatever. Not a big deal. Okay, so I'm just gonna sketch this out first. It looks like it's like a graphic liner shape. So there's not even anything in the first corner. I wonder if I wanna like take my lashes off. I think I'm gonna take my eyelashes off for this, just to sketch it out. Oh, feels so good. Literally best feeling of all time. Okay. These are gorgeous lashes. They're my favorite ones ever, but they just, like when I'm doing graphic looks like this, they just kind of get in the way. So we're taking them off. That honestly feels really good too. Okay. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Okay, taking my little pencil. This is like a really dark, rich color, which originally I was gonna go for something a little bit lighter, but that's okay. I think it's gonna work for now. Just realizing how shiny I am. Ugh. All right, so let's sketch this out. I'm just gonna kind of go over the top of my already on liner and just kind of deepen that first of all. These are super creamy. Honestly, I feel like the Urban Decay always on liners, no, always on, 24/7, that's what they are. 24/7 waterproof liners. They don't get enough love really, like you don't hear as much about them as you should. So highly recommend these guys. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create this graphic shape by just kind of like wiggling this in here. I think I'm gonna do like a really exaggerated wing up and then kind of bring it in and maybe even a little bit higher. Yeah. Okay, bear with me. I might not talk through this whole thing, but this is gonna be interesting. Okay. I'm just kind of playing with these shapes. I'm looking back at my reference image a little bit, but I mainly want, okay, this goes higher. I mainly want to just play with the shape and like see what happens. So I'm just messing around, right? So this one goes straight up. Oops. It's gonna go straight up and then it comes in and then it also like comes up here. Cool. And then from there, there's another one. And then that's it. Okay. Cool. So I'm just playing around with this shape. This is my process. It is messy. Okay, so I like to just get the basic shape on and then go from there. Then we can fill it in. It's gonna look really cool. Trust the process. Okay, from there, this looks like it comes down and then straight up. Same shape as that bottom line. So I'm just like, I'm literally doodling. So it comes straight up, that'll be really pointy. And then almost like a straight down and up. And then underneath the eye. And then here, it's gonna look like, what is this gonna look like? It's gonna look like that Kiss makeup, like heavy, intense Kiss, the, you know, the rock group, of course, you know. It's gonna be that kind of vibe, but imagine it with rhinestones, right? Okay, so coming down the nose. Oh my God, then there's another one. Another loop. Then straight up. Then another one over the brow. Oh, sick. And then another one. And then it's really skinny. Okay, this is gonna be so silly, this whole process. I think what I'm gonna do is, now that I have this like sketched on, what I'm gonna do is resharpen so I have a little bit more of a point. And then I'm going to grab my brush and pull these a little bit more intensely outward so that the line is really, really sharp. Okay, that's gonna be cool. So the last one we have goes down under here and then here. And then this is all negative space. Ooh, interesting. Okay, wild, first of all. Okay, let's grab a little brush. This is just a teeny tiny little lip brush. And I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that pencil on here. And this is how we're gonna get our sharp shape. See how just pulling it on that brush is giving me so much more control. And then we can kind of like just play, because this pencil is so creamy and so movable, we can really pull it around and just work with it a lot. Cute. Okay, I low-key love this. I love just playing with interesting shapes like this, where, you know, if I'm like headed to like an event or something, or I have a Zoom meeting, there's no time to play with makeup like this. So Freaky Friday is our time to do that. Funny enough, if you have been following me for a long time, which most of you on YouTube have not been, because I'm kind of slightly newer to posting regularly on YouTube, but if you, for some reason, have been following me for a couple years, I used to host a show on an app called Super Great, and it was like a live shopping app. It was so funny. They kind of, the story of what happened is kind of funny. They are no longer a thing, unfortunately, but I used to host a show called Freaky Friday, and it was every single Friday for like over a year straight. So I was like really dedicated to this, this live, and it was a live show. So I would go live and we would do like tutorials of super creative makeup, and it was a really, really close community. And then they shut down the app. It was so sad. So yeah, that was a bummer, but it was really, really a fun time. And I was like, you know what? I need to bring that back just because I want to. I miss the days of like old makeup tutorials like that. It's just different. The beauty industry is, it's just that. It's the beauty industry. It's no longer like real artistry much anymore. It's a lot of just like selling products, and I don't really, it's not my thing as much. I like the art of makeup. So hopefully this can become our space where we get back to like, you know, just old school style tutorials and fun makeup like that, and we can try something together. So if you would like, if you hit the notification button, the little bell button, it should tell you every time I go live, and we go live every Friday now. This is a new thing. So if you guys are new to the channel, you can plan for that. You can grab a drink, you can join us. You should totally join in and try and do the makeup look I'm doing. I would love that. But yeah, I would love to see you guys do it as well. If not, no pressure. It's just like a fun, safe, creative space that's what we're doing. All right. Definitely think I went way too heavy on some of these lines. I wish that they were thinner, but it's okay. This is our first time doing something like this. So we're just playing. But what I might do is I can go around the lines with concealer to kind of like clean everything up. So I might do that. So this is our negative space. It's gonna come down onto the nose. And this is gonna end up being a very sharp line. Not quite yet. Cool. This color is giving it to me though, I love it. What's the end result goal? Okay, if you're just joining, I showed this at the beginning, but good question. This is what we're going for. This is the look. I'm kind of freestyling. I want it to look a little bit more intense and not so like futuristic. So that's what I'm going for. Yeah. I'm going in with a little bit darker blue too. Her blue is like really light. And honestly, I'm working with this eyeliner, but I think I should have gone in maybe with this guy. This would give me a little more control. Anyways, it's okay. Yeah, JoJo Siwa, it kind of is, right? It literally kind of is like JoJo Siwa. Whoops, that was not the goal, but hey, that's what we're looking like for sure. You're not wrong. Okay, I'm just going in with this little brush and I'm trying to kind of like blend some of these shapes together so that we have a little more intentionality. I'm gonna mess with this. I think I want to connect those and just have it go all the way around the eye rather than being disjointed, but it's okay. It's just a playful thing. Let's see what happens here. I think I want this to arch a bit. Yeah. So this is almost like filled in. I'm just kind of turning this brush. I think technically this is a lip brush. Honestly, even a little too big, too thick for this pencil, but that's okay. I think if I was going to do this again, I would just go straight in with the liquid, About Face Liquid Fluid Eye Paints, just to keep it a little smoother, but it's okay. We're gonna pop rhinestones on top. We're gonna do all sorts of things, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna join these two together. I wasn't originally planning to do that, but again, I'm just working with the inspiration of that look, right? So it's not like, there's no rules. I'm kind of making it my own. I'm liking this like empty negative space instead. So that's what we're gonna do. Cool, okay, this is the basic outline of the shape that I'm gonna use here. I'm just kind of tightening it up. It's funny, we've been traveling and on the road so much lately that I feel like I have not made myself sit down and do creative makeup like this, and you definitely get a little rusty. I'm just saying. It's been a minute since I've been like into the creative makeup, like the full faces, the full face paint looks that take forever to do. I've just been more on the administrative side. Like my husband and I run a creative agency. I've been doing a lot of work on that side of things lately. So the creative makeup has not been like top priority, and I feel it, like it feels that way. It's all good though. Okay. I'm gonna start with one eye and then we'll see how much time we have. We're already 20 minutes in. It always happens. I'm gonna clean this off as I go because otherwise these pencils tend to kind of stain a little bit. So I'm just gonna spray it with a little makeup remover. It comes right off, but if I leave it on, I find with these dark colors, yeah, it might still stain. Look how dark blue that is. They're really pretty, but they do tend to stain the bristles a little bit. So I'm just kind of at least cleaning the first bit of product out of there. See how stainy it is? This is almost giving me like Deadpool, like spidery, superhero vibes. I think I want the lines to be significantly thinner, so we're gonna go through and clean that up. But okay, drink break. I'm so dehydrated. All right, I'm grabbing a little bit of concealer. I'm taking my little brush. This is a little lip brush again. And we're just kind of working that product into the brush because you don't want too much concealer. You want to have a lot of control. This is where we're gonna get our precision. So this is concealer. It's gonna give me a good negative space here. I'm just gonna clean up all of the lines that we want it to be a little cleaner and really make it look like this shape is just popping off of my face. Cool. Just kind of going through and tapping it and then dragging the product so that it blends out onto my head. This is really good practice for Halloween for me, which if you don't know, if you again are new, I do a Halloween series every October. It's called 31 Days of Makeup. I've been doing it for like 5 years and it's so much fun, but oh my gosh, the looks take forever. They take like 8 or 9 hours for some of them. So this is really good practice in getting technical looks down, in recreating specific looks, working with negative space, all these details. It's really, really helpful to just practice and recreate a look out of nowhere on a whim, just to get my creative chops back, you know? It's just one of those things. It's like language. Like if you speak another language and you don't use it, like it's not gonna stay with you. It's the same thing I feel like with makeup. Like if you're not using it, you're gonna get rusty. So these Freaky Fridays are very fun for me and just inspire me to get a little more dialed. Cool. This concealer is just helping to kind of carve out that negative space and really just fine tune all the details. I'm just gonna go around everything until it's like really popping. Cool. Same thing over here. This one's really narrow, so I'm just using kind of like the side of the brush, turning it from being like this to being like that, so it's half as skinny. And then just pulling straight up to blend everything out. And this line is bothering me. This whole front is bothering me. I might take like a little Q-tip. I just want it to be like a lot skinnier. I think I'm gonna create some negative space here with a little makeup remover. And these are tiny little art Q-tips. I love them. And they just allow you to get in and create a lot more precision. So that is what we're gonna do. I'm just kind of pulling this shape the way I want it. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with this part. I'm just gonna create some negative space. I'll fill in my brow, I guess. Ooh, maybe I just take off the brows. Ooh. We got options. I'm not gonna take it off just yet, but we can if we want to. That is the beauty of having alopecia eyebrows. You get to choose whatever shape you want them to be. But these little Q-tips are amazing for detail work because they just almost act like erasers. Like if I went too far on one side, I can just grab it with the Q-tip, drag it up, and I get so much more control. Love these. I'm gonna take one more. So much spam in here. Where are my makeup people? We'll wait. We will wait to find our community. I haven't been doing these very long, so I'm being patient, but the amount of spam in these lives is like wild. Thank you. This definitely hurt like crazy. My brain was on another planet when I got this. Not for any reason other than I was in so much pain. Yeah, it was wild. But I feel like I can do anything after getting that tattoo. It's just like, all right, if I can survive that, I can literally do anything. Okay, I'm going through and I'm just carving out even more precision. Here, it's a little skinnier. I already like how that looks better. I think maybe I'm just going to take a little bit of a brow pencil. Hi guys, welcome in. Welcome to Freaky Friday. We're back, we're doing it again. I'm gonna really try and stay consistent with this Friday schedule. All right, so I'm just kind of tapping to make this brow look like it's continued and it's covered. It's not, I'm just filling it in and hoping that it looks that way. Drawing some brow-like hairs. I think that'll work. Slay. Boom. And then I'm going back in with more concealer because I want this to be like really precise. Can you answer me? This is my first time alive. I think you mean on a live. Oh, love you too. Thanks for being sweet, all the kind people in the comments. There's always a lot of spam in these lives, but it means a lot when you guys join and actually take the time to participate in them. So thank you for being sweet. Just discovered you during last Friday's live. Oh, was hoping you'd be on again. Yes, I tried to do it earlier tonight too. I know last week was like kind of late. So my husband was like trying to go to bed last week and I was like, sorry, I'm in here talking. Thankfully, it's not in our bedroom anymore. When I first started doing makeup, I worked out of our bedroom in my little tiny makeup desk for a long time. And now I finally have my own studio, so it's at least like a separate room. It took so long to get to that point though. So I'm very grateful for my little space here. Okay, I'm just kind of blending that concealer out. This part is not interesting and fun, so sorry, it's kind of boring. But I'm just kind of tapping that concealer into the skin. I think because it's so much lighter than my skin, I have bronzer and everything on already. I'm gonna go through and add some like powder at the end to kind of make everything the same color. If you're just joining, this is the look we're doing. It's my own version of it. I'm changing a couple of things and the base is not as white. So she started with like a really light base. So it's gonna be a little different because I have bronzer. I literally just got back home from pickleball. So I'm like sweaty and kind of tan and it's not gonna look exactly the same, but that's okay. It's gonna be my version of that. How do you keep a steady hand? I can never make my lines look so natural. Okay, number one, just a shit ton of practice. It just takes so much practice, I feel like. Number two, good brushes. I hate brushes that have thick handles like this because you have no control. Tiny, thin art brushes are really great. And then I also recommend a powder puff to stabilize your hand while you're working. Those are my tips. Top tips for stabilization, because I don't want to mess up the rest of my makeup while I'm working, but I want to have the most control possible. So I hold really close up on the brush. I used to get made fun of in makeup school, funny story. Everyone else I think holds it like this, or like a pencil like this, and I put it between, I've put it between my fingers and just held it weird. I don't know. People used to tease me about it in makeup school lovingly, but yeah, that I've always just held them that way. I'm not sure why. But then see how I'm resting this on my cheek? That is, that's how I stabilize everything. I just feel like that gives me the most control. And I'm telling you, like, your tools make such a difference. Having the amount of stabilization from your brush, it's going to be really helpful. So I like to work with really, really small tools if I can. Okay, now we're gonna carve out under this shape and just kind of make it almost like a cut crease, right? Under here. And the shape of this brush is just like teeny tiny and precise. You can see how small it is. So I'm just going right underneath that line. Because it's a cream, it is kind of creasy. It's not, honestly, I kind of sort of regret using the liquids from About Face right away. I don't know what happened. I just got excited to just sketch everything out. But if I was to do this again, I think I would go straight in with the About Face liquids just to have more control and more, I don't know, more of a fluid feel. The gel liners blend really nice, but for this specific technique, I don't know, it's not my fave. That's okay. That's okay. We can make it work. Okay, I have a little too much blue on here, so I'm just gonna clean this guy off. Take a sip of whatever you're drinking. And I'm trying to decide, maybe you guys can tell me, I'm trying to decide if we should do these glitters on top. Look at these blue glitters. We have a bright blue, we have a darker blue, and then I have these rhinestones. Do you think we should do glitter or rhinestones on top? Rhinestones will take forever, but I will do them if you guys think we should. I'll let you decide. Should we do rhinestones or glitter? I think the glitter is gonna look even cooler. And then maybe we could add like some rhinestones, but I think these are gonna be really cool. I think I'm gonna do glitter. I'm very much so leaning towards glitter. Okay, and then with a clean brush, I'm just gonna go along this line, just kind of drag it out. I don't want it to be so dramatic. Okay, now I could go through with this, but I almost feel like we don't need it. I think I'm just gonna go straight in with glitter. And then we'll add lashes and all the good fun stuff on top too. Okay, brush, what brush should we use? I think, honestly, I'm just gonna use a little like paintbrush. This is just from Michael's, somewhere at the art store. Okay, we have a couple. Glitter stones, glitter. Have you ever painted yourself a haircut? No, but that's a good idea. Glitter, okay, glitter wins. I'm leaning towards that anyways. These are probably expired at this point, but we're going in anyways. Look how cool it looks. Okay, this is big, like chunk-a-lunk glitter, and I am obsessed. I wonder if I can like rehydrate them somehow. It's kind of like not picking up on my brush. Oh, but I really want them to work. Maybe I have another. Do I have another one of these? I don't think that I have another one. Yeah, I used to have two of these, but I think it's dried out. I wonder, I'm gonna try and just rehydrate it with a little bit of setting spray. find out what happens. I don't know. Wake up, Betty. Bummer. I think this might be out for the count. It's like nothing's even picking up. Damn, okay. We could do rhinestones instead, or rhinestones instead, or a different glitter. Maybe I have like a, I have pink glitter. Could do that. Oh, that could be interesting. It's not blue though. I want it to be blue. Well, this is the real life process, friends. Not really sure what to do with this. I think I have some like loose glitters. Oh, I do. I have this loose shimmer. I don't know that it's like glitter. Ooh, that would be like chrome. These are from Lit Cosmetics. Ooh, slay. It's a good one. Or what else? Yeah, man, I'm not seeing a ton of glitter. The only options I have are we could do something like this glitter over top, or maybe stones. Should we just switch to stones? I think we're switching to stones. I'm making the call. Okay, note to self, need more glitter. Let's do this. This is gonna be a messy, wild ride. Buckle up, you guys. We're gonna be here for a minute. Okay, eyelash glue. It's been a minute since I've done one of these journeys with rhinestones. They take forever, but it's very fun. So I'm grabbing a couple of tools. First tool is this wax tip pen that is falling apart, and lash glue, right? And what I'm gonna do is just use an old brush or something. Maybe I'm gonna use this brush that we were gonna use with glitter, and I'm gonna dip it straight in the lash glue. And I'm gonna start just lightly painting some of this on the shape. And then we begin. I don't know how many of these I have, so this is literally what the process is like, but I just dip in and grab a little stone, usually one at a time. Oh, if I don't drop it. The wax tip just reaches in and kind of grabs the stone. It's not very secure, but it allows you to pick them up really easily, and then we can cover this whole area. Yeah. Okay. Love your earrings. May I ask where you got them? These are in my Amazon store, these little baby hoops, my second home. And then these ones, I don't know. I think actually Target, maybe. Yeah. Okay, continuing. I'm just gonna repeat that process a bunch of times. And right now these are like the biggest stones. So this would take not as long if they were all big like that. But because I don't have that much time, I am gonna work with some smaller stones. So I'm gonna bring this up the head. It actually goes fairly fast, honestly, once you get moving. These are a little bit more teal than they are blue, but that's okay. I actually think that'll look really pretty. Like I said, buckle in, because now this is what we're doing for the rest of the makeup look. But once this is on, this is gonna be so pretty. I'm actually kind of glad we did this instead of the glitter. But the glitter would have been cool. It was like more of a blue, like a true blue, you know? Okay, so I'm just kind of shaking them loose. These are definitely like kind of like blue-green. They're not all blue. Pretty sparkle to them though. I can't remember where I put the glue yet. I'm gonna go back into my glue on my hand. We're gonna drag it up the head. And then there. Same thing, I'm just like popping over to smaller ones as I get into smaller areas. Sometimes it's hard to see like how they're lying, but cute. God, I am so dehydrated. Fun. It's so nice to just like chill out, sit down and do some weird ass makeup. I'm just gonna put my other brush down so I can focus on getting these little ones on. I'm trying to get them all in the straight line. We'll see how that works. But for the most part, these teeny tiny ones should work for making it look like, you know, a really small point. These are so tiny, but I think I don't want to go up too high, otherwise we'll lose that sharpness, right? No, honestly, I can't feel them at all on my head. It's actually very strange that I can't feel them. All right, I'm just gonna use the back of my tool to kind of spot on some more glue. And I'm going to some medium-sized ones, and we're gonna pop those on. I swear with this wax tip pen, it actually goes faster than you'd think. Slay. This is gonna be like JoJo Siwa. Oh my God. All right, I'm just taking whatever glue is left here. I'm gonna do a couple down here. I wish I could have music on. That is usually how I work, honestly, but YouTube yells at me and tells me that I can't use copyright music. Yeah, thanks guys. It is alopecia, not cancer. We are healthy over here. Just no hair. Couldn't tell you why. No clue. Okay, just tapping these on. I think I'm gonna go even a little smaller for these ones right here. 2 at once. Chunky, getting chunky in there. I love it. All right, we need a bit of fresh glue. I'm just popping it on my hand. Okay. I'm just taking my little brush, and I guess we're gonna go over this. Just going for it. So we're gonna create like this bridge over my eye. This old glue on the brush is getting annoying, but I'm just gonna kind of map this out. Okay, we'll see how this size works for these rhinestones. This is like teeny tiny ones. I think it'll be okay. It's gonna take so long, but we're here. This is what Freaky Friday is. It is hanging out and doing some rad makeup. And the real process, like it's so different when you see videos on TikTok, right? Like when I make them on TikTok, I edit all this out. So it's a totally different thing that you're seeing. You're not seeing the deliberation and the like deciding which colors to use, or the realizing that the glue is, or the glitter is dry and you can't even use it, right? This is the real behind the scenes process, which I love. I love as a consumer. That's what I like to watch. Wish I didn't have nails for times like these. It makes just picking things up a pain in the butt. Ooh, pretty cool. So this is gonna be a little bit more like turquoise, teal, more than just a straight up blue. So that's cool. We are here for it. Yeah, honestly, yes, highly recommend. It is so much fun to have no hair. It's like not very fun when you're going through it for the first time and you don't have a choice, but if you have the choice, highly recommend, for sure. For sure, especially in the summer, right? The only downside is it does get like, I feel like I lose all my heat through my head. So when I'm cold, I'm like really cold, and when I'm hot, I'm like really hot. But like even today playing pickleball, my husband could play all day long. He like, it doesn't bother him as much, whereas I'm just like dying of heat, like suffering. Yeah. But you get used to it. Thankfully, I wore a little hat too while I was playing, so that helps kind of protect a little bit. Okay, so I'm just doing like a couple of them at a time just to try and speed this up because it takes so dang long. And I'm working with the small ones because I want that sharp shape still. I don't want it to, I don't want to lose that sharpness. I still want to keep the angle. Okay, so same thing. I'm gonna use up all this glue, I swear. I'm gonna add more to the back of my hand. And I'm just gonna like in front of me maybe tap out. No, I'm not gonna. We'll do the old-fashioned way. We'll just slow it down. I'm so used to hurrying. Just chill. Okay. I'm gonna grab my wax tip pen and do the same thing. Try to get a little bigger to take up more space. I feel like that rushing comes about because I worked in the fashion industry for a long time, like behind the scenes doing makeup. I worked at New York Fashion Week and I did a bunch of trunk shows and like went to New York and did that for a living for a while. And when I was doing makeup like that, it was so high stress and high pressure. It was just like everything's late all the time. Yeah, it was like just so busy and everything moved so quick. So it feels so nice to do content on my own and just not do that. Just relax and create what I want to create. I think that's why I kind of leaned into going full-time into content when 2020 happened. It was just like, all my clients kind of stopped, and I loved making content online already, and I just went all in, and I was like, this is the best. Okay, make America bald again. I don't love that slogan, but like, I love the bald part. Oh man. Wild times. All right, I'm grabbing these teeny little ones. See how small they are? They're like so teeny tiny. I'm just popping them right on my forehead. If they'll stay. Fun. Okay, with lashes though, and maybe I'll do like a, I don't know, like a something graphic but different on the other side, just for time's sake. I don't think I want to do the other side. This would literally take like 2 hours for sure if we did the same thing on the other side. Okay, just tapping here. same thing. I'm gonna grab the big ones because now I have a little bit more space to work with. So I'm just going to use the biggest ones I can. Actually, I have some even bigger ones. Let's just fill that time and that space with these big guys. I feel like that goes so much faster. The small ones are so cute, but oh man, they take a long time. Brows are drawn on. I'm a psychopath and I draw them on every day. I have so many friends that have them tattooed and hate them, actually. So I've always been steered away from getting them tattooed, but some people have a good experience and they love it. Just for me, like the amount of creative makeup that I do, I actually don't mind having them not tattooed, because some looks, it's like, so like even this look, you know, if I didn't have a brow, I think it would still look really cool. They're kind of fun. So, yeah, it works out. But I know a lot of people these days use those, the brow tattoos, like the brow stickers. And those are really fun. I've tried them a couple times. I'm just too picky. I'm too particular about how I like to do my brows, so I can't just put on a little tattoo. One definitely just fell off from nowhere. I don't know where that came from. I think right there. And we're gonna do one more right there. I have a feeling I'll go back in a second and like add in a bunch of these empty spots, because yeah, I just keep finding spots that I want to add, but it's okay, we'll do that at the end. I'm just being particular. This brand, by the way, is run by a fellow makeup artist and creator. Her name is Megs Cahill. She did just get married, I think. Maybe she changed her name, her last name, but Megs is amazing. She's a friend of mine, and she makes these rhinestones and like puts so much work into her business. So if you ever are doing a makeup look and you want to try adding rhinestones, I highly recommend her company. Her brand is really good. They're like, I think glass cut, so they're not plastic. They like really catch the shimmer beautifully, like really well. So yeah, if you're ever in the market for some rhinestones, check her out. The brand is called Get Stoned. This is what the logo looks like. Get Stoned with 2 N's. STONNED. But she's just like the sweetest person and works incredibly hard. She's about to have a baby, right? Like any day now, I think. Okay. Switching, so now I have all this space again opening up. So I'm switching to a little bit more glue. I'm just gonna tap that on. And yes, okay, now I can go in with the big boys. Oh, thank you. It's so funny. I like when people comment when other people are being rude. I love you guys for that, but don't worry about me at all. I don't know why people think that like hate actually does anything. Like I just completely ignore it. I have to. I'm so used to it now. I just like cannot be bothered. I do not have the time to worry about what other people think about me. I am focused on what I'm doing and trying to deliver like good information and hopefully fun for anyone that takes the time to watch. So thank you guys for always sticking up for me in the comments. You guys are the sweetest. That happened last time on the live too, but I promise it really genuinely does not bother me. I just ignore it. So anyone taking the time to leave like a rude comment, just honestly don't even bother. I do not care. Okay. sick. This is turning out really cool. I'm actually really happy about how it came out, because when I started, I was like, damn, I should have used the About Face fluid eye paint, and I'm actually liking how it's coming out. It's kind of like a mix of blue and green tones. I do think I want to add more glue. I just ran out of my good, oh no, maybe I have it. Just saw it. I thought I ran out of this good glue. This is like the brush on glue. I hope it is. Yes. I think this is a brush on glue. Okay, close enough. That's what I was talking about. I thought I ran out of it, but I found some. This is what I was looking for. I hate pulling my good like waterproof glue out to use on creative projects like this, because it's like always out of stock and I can't ever buy it because it's the best. But because it's the best, it's always sold out, and I don't like wasting it on looks that are just fun and silly and creative. I'd rather use it on looks where I like need it to last. This is it. This is the one I'm talking about. It's so freaking good. You can always try the face paint next Friday. True. That's a good call. I'll use the fluid eye paint next Friday. We'll do a specific look with that because it's so good. I've been using those for years, and they have the best colors. Did you guys know that that's Halsey's brand? Halsey, the singer, the musician, she's iconic. I've met her a couple times at brand events, and she's just like even more beautiful and kind in person. But that's her brand is About Face, and they just make really good products. They've been kind of quiet lately. I don't hear as much about them, but I've been to a bunch of their PR events, and they're always really lovely. Like, their team is so sweet. Their products are immaculate. So I always like supporting them. I still consider them, even though they're owned by a celebrity, I feel like they're still more of like an indie brand, because they're not in Sephora. They're not like a big company. Okay. Sick. That helped a little bit. Maybe, yeah, a couple more here. I'm just gonna tap this towards the nose. I think that one fell, and we'll put one there. And I think we're pretty good. Then I'll go through and add lashes back on. I literally started this look. If you're just joining now, I started this look with lashes, and I was like, this is gonna be too, they're gonna get in the way. So I took them off, and honestly, I'm really glad I did, because it's so much easier to work with no lashes on. Did someone just say I low-key look like Halsey? Stop, I would die. That's like the sweetest compliment ever. I think she is so stunning, and just seems like a really down-to-earth person. She seems like one of us, you know? She's just like one of the girls. Okay, I think, did I miss any spots? Tell me if I missed a spot, but kind of love that. I almost feel like with a black outline it would be even stronger, but I don't know if we need to do that. Okay, for the other side, we can use some of this paint. Maybe that's too much. Yeah, that might be too much. I think I'm gonna go through with this liner. This liner that threw me off. It's okay. All good. What I'm gonna do is actually take it on a brush, and I'm gonna smudge it. This is such a good little tip. I'm gonna take this one to smudge it, this one to apply it. So it's super tiny little guy. And I'm just gonna tap it into my hand to kind of get the product in there. And then I'm gonna connect the bottom lash line all the way up to the top. This is gonna give us like a smoky, sultry. You can do this with a brown eyeliner. You can do this with a purple, with a regular black. It just creates like such a pretty, almost like a kohl eyeliner effect, like you just smoked it out. I just love that. I love a good smoky liner. So we're gonna do that. And then I think I'm gonna do just something simple here. Maybe like this little cut crease situation. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a reverse cut crease here. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this blue. And I'm just gonna drag it out. And then we'll do negative space to fill it in. If I ever go quiet like that during a live, you can tell I'm like thinking through the look. I'm like, mapping it out in my brain. And then I'm gonna bring this a little extra far down onto the nose, just to kind of map out that shade. And then now, I'm gonna put that down, put this liner away. This liner, I have such a love-hate with this right now. I'm gonna grab Bailey Sarian's palette, yes, because she has a really fun teal in here. Bailey Sarian collaborated with Melt Cosmetics, so good. And I'm gonna grab this shade. They're all like poison names. I don't even know how to pronounce that. It's some poison name, but it's like a really pretty teal. I'm gonna tap some of that off, and I'm gonna use that to smoke out this liner. And just kind of work it into the bottom lash line. Smoke it out over the top. I love Bailey. She's just iconic. She's been around since way before she got on like this too. She's like an OG makeup girl. She used to do all the Ipsy tutorials. She used to like, I think, work for them in some capacity. Or maybe she's just the makeup artist that did their stuff, but she's been around forever. Also very sweet. I'm just gonna kind of blend this guy out. Cute. I almost think, no, okay. I'm not gonna get carried away. I'm like, keep trying to add too much. Don't do too much. Let's see. Concealer. Let's do some more concealer. I'm gonna take this same one, I guess, doesn't matter. And I'm just gonna give myself a little cut crease, and we'll add a couple of rhinestones on that side, just to add like the finished look. Hi, if you're just joining. This is our inspo, but we're getting a little different per usual. It's a little more blue-green, a little more teal, and then I'll go through and change my lip here in a second. Okay, so to create this like dramatic cut crease, I'm gonna go in with this little brush. This is just a little, it's technically a lip brush, but we're gonna use it for this cut crease. So I blended it out on top so that now when I go through with a really sharp line, it's gonna look really tight and precise. Boom, look how sharp that looks. So then, and this is just over top of the makeup that I've been wearing since 6 a.m. all day long. So another good reminder that like, if you ever wanna amp up a look, but you have makeup on, you don't need to start over. You can just add this to an existing makeup look, right? And so you can see my crease, like here's the crease in my eye when I look straight ahead, kind of disappears, that's my crease. I'm going just above that to cut the crease. So that's what we're doing. Happy birthday, Samantha. Why not draw on head hair that's not there? Ooh, girl, if I had the time, maybe I would do that. It's pretty tedious. The eyebrows are fun because they don't take that long. And I feel like they make like such a difference in balancing the face. I don't mind not having hair, but like eyebrows, I feel like they just like bring everything together, you know? Okay. Cute. So I'm just blending that out so it doesn't look so harsh. But it's a solid little cut crease. Then I wish I had like a really light turquoise shade. I'm not sure. Maybe. Oh, I don't want to mess it up. Maybe I could do that. I think it's too much. Maybe I'll do mint. Okay. This is how this happens. The evolution. I'm gonna do a little mint inner corner just for the drama. So this is a KVD liner, like white eyeliner. I'm just gonna pop this in the inner corner, both sides. And then I feel like mint, like a mint color on the inside would look really cute. If I can find one. Like a mint green would be so cute right now. Don't know if I have that, but let's see. No. Yes, Slay. Okay, we have two. This one is from Bake Up. I don't know if this brand is still around, but there's a mint there, and then there's this mint. I think I'm gonna go with this one because it's a little bit more green. I'm just gonna kind of dust off the remaining cream from that. I'm gonna go straight into that minty color. And because it's white, it should hold and lighten that pigment. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted it to do. So if I had just put down like concealer, it would have been a little bit darker of a mint, but because it's a white base, this actually is staying nice and light. Oh, slay. I don't use mint enough, honestly. I love that. I feel like that just brought everything to life a little bit more. I'm just gonna take one of these little Q-tips I was using earlier. Okay, this is how I do this. Why do I have 100 things in my hand? I don't know. I do not know. Okay, I'm gonna take my little makeup brush cleaner. I'm just gonna remove that little line. Whatever that was trying to be is no longer. It's just getting in the way. So same thing, I'm going to grab a little white and reapply that ever so slightly. I feel like that line was just throwing me off, just getting in the way. And then we can dust in that light mint. Love. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna keep this around because I wanna do something with the lips there. So what I'm gonna do is apply these lashes. Let's put these back on. Okay. And I might even use a little bit of white eyeshadow on the left side, this side, just to kind of set that crease so it doesn't move. Pop these lashes back on. I'm pulling off the old glue. If you ever want to know how to like reuse lashes, this is what I do. I literally pull off the old glue and then I re-glue them. You can use them so many different times. This is not my normal glue that I would use. This is just the one I used for the rhinestones and it's right in front of me. So that's what we're doing. Okay, cute. I actually really like how this look turned out. We're not done yet. I still am gonna do the lips pretty dramatically, but it's coming out better than I was thinking. When we started, I was like, I don't know. Yeah, you're totally right. Like the accents of the stones when the light hits it, kind of plays with the mint, huh? It's fun. Okay, I'm gonna grab my MAC Fix Plus powder while those lashes are drying. I just want this little brush, because I literally was playing pickleball right before this. I'm just gonna go over my brows and over my shiny forehead. Just kind of like fix up this complexion a little bit. See this? Goodbye. This is the Studio Fix powder from MAC. I swear by this stuff. I will never stop using it. So I just like to use it literally everywhere. It's mattifying. It's just gonna like add a tiny bit of coverage. I feel like it just perfects the skin, honestly, all around. Still a line from when I was wearing a hat, but whatever, we don't care. And then with a little bit more bronzer, I'm just gonna take this one. This is one of my favorites from Nabla. This is Soft Revenge. This is like one of my holy grail bronzers. And this is a MAC 135 brush. Just gonna add a little bit more depth. And then onto the head. Cannot forget the head. And I'm just kind of dusting back and forth. This is a new bronzer brush. I actually really like it a lot. I was in the MAC store the other day and it reminded me of Jamie Genevieve's brushes. She has some really nice brushes that I picked up when I was in Scotland earlier this spring. She's another amazing makeup artist who's been on YouTube forever. She has her own line now called Vive, and it's so nice. But it reminds me of her brushes, or maybe she borrowed some ideas from MAC, I don't know, but whatever it is, it's working. I love her brushes. They remind me of these, so very similar. Cute. Lips I love, but I'm gonna take off just for the sake of this look. Might add a little bit more blush, just because, I don't know, to complete the look, just to add a little bit more. This is NARS Orgasm Edge. It's such a good blush. Talked about it a couple times on here actually, but still love it. It's like a really soft peach, but no shimmer. That drove me nuts from the original color Orgasm from NARS. It was just too shimmery for me. I love a good shimmer certain times, but on my cheeks I have too many like large pores. So this is just a duo fiber brush. Just dusting a little bit. And if I have done too much, I'll just go back with my powder brush. Okay, cute. Lashes should be good now. Where is my little tweezer? If you guys saw this mess, I'm pretty sure I said the same thing last time when we went on live for Freaky Friday. This mess has gotten worse, not better. So don't look. I'm gonna take my lashes on my little tweezer. Boop. Just pop them on. So pretty. I'm so sad these are discontinued. These were my wedding eyelashes. They're like the best on the planet, I think. I love them so much, but the brand discontinued them. So I'm not even gonna tell you, because you can't get them. But they're so pretty. Okay. Slay. I feel better already. Lashes just like bring everything to life. I'm sorry, they just do. Cute. Just kind of tweaking these to make sure they lay flat. They're just so pretty. Okay, and they look more full and dramatic because I smoked out that liner, right? All right, for lippies. The reference image that I'm using has like a really dark lip liner and then something white in the middle. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. I think I want to do a dark outer. Like, should I just do all dark or should I do the ombre? I don't know. I'm not really sure. We'll find out. I'm gonna take this off though. This has been on so long. This combo is MAC, the new lip formula from MAC, and Fenty. The new Fenty lip liners are so good. I put this on at like 6 a.m. Has not feathered, has not budged. Like, she's long wearing. Big fan. This shade is so pretty. I need to do like a TikTok or a short about this combo because this is like my new like go-to fave shade for sure. Okay, wiping this off. I definitely overline a little bit for like day to day. I like to overline my upper lip. That's because I have a small upper lip. Nothing wrong, I love my lips, but she's small. Where is my powder? I'm just gonna take my powder, just kind of like reset this. I'm gonna dip into my powder with my sponge, so it's actually gonna give me a little bit more coverage. I'm just gonna go right over the lip. This line is killing me. Okay. Oh, I have an itch right there. All right, let's put this lip on. I think I want to do some kind of pencil. I did not plan this out ahead of time. I don't know what to do here. I need like a, we could do this. This is also from, don't mind the things just hanging to it. This is also from About Face. This is actually, I think that's what we're gonna do. This is also from About Face. This is an eyeliner. Oh, I should have used this. All right, we're gonna use eyeliner on our lips. I'm just going straight for it. And then in our reference photo, she has a gloss, which I cannot stand glosses. Especially with like lip color. I don't know, that is just not my favorite thing. So I think we're gonna do matte. Fun. And this is eyeliner. This is not a lip liner, but I just remember, like, if you're experimenting, use what you have, you know? You can play with lots of different things. Okay, I have an idea. I found this the other day and I just remembered it. This is gonna match a little bit better than like that blue. And this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take that same smudgy brush that I used to blend out the eyeliner, and I'm just going to, first of all, soften these lines. And then I'm gonna take this is a Special Effects matte paint from NYX. So it's just really easy to use, really affordable. If you're just getting into creative makeup, this is actually a really good deal because they make so many fun colors. They're very affordable. So then for this ombre lip, I'm gonna start on the outer corners and I'm gonna do white in the inner corner. So this is a little different than how she did it in the original image, but I'm just doing what I like to do. So I'm just taking this paint right out of the component here, super pretty. I love this color. Why don't I do this more often? So the blue is like intense, but then adding this teal is like giving it to me. I love this. And I'm just kind of using whatever's left so that it's not like so much product. You don't need that much. And keep in mind, like, I don't have big lips. I'm just using the shape that I'm creating. I'm creating kind of a new lip line for myself to kind of accentuate this upper lip. I will never be a person that gets like lip injections or any of that stuff, because I'm just like, you can create that. You can create the same effect with makeup for fun, for free, and not permanent. So we just added like a lot more dimension to my lips. Cute. The fun part of this is going to be adding some white. So because I have product on my brush already, I'm just going to dip in with the back of my brush. I'm just going to grab a little bit of this white eyeliner, pop it on the back of my hand, which is looking crazy right now, but and then I'm going to pick the white up and just put that right in the middle. So we have our shading around it, and then the white is going to be our highlight. Cute. This lip is so fun. All right, a little bit more of this teal. Fun. Love. I would not do this on a regular basis, but it's pretty fun for Freaky Friday. I love it. Okay, I'm cleaning this off. This is like such a bright, bold color, but it looks so cool. I feel like it really goes with this look. Different than the one that she did, but I'm glad, because I am a matte lip kind of girl. I'm not into big, glossy lips when you have like bold color. That's just not my style. Let's see what product lasts the longest. Maybe, actually all of them came off pretty easy. Just the glue. The glue is gonna take forever to get off. All right, this is pretty much the finished look, you guys. I think the only thing I would add is a few more freckles, because I'm very particular, and just like visually, that's what I would see. Oh, I made it in the trash can. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple more freckles, and then I am gonna take just a little bit of a white powder. This is just one I have sitting in front of me. And I'm going to set this area right under the cut crease, just so it looks a little bit more contrasted. That's really pretty. Same thing here. Cute. Wait, I love how this turned out. This actually turned out like way better than I was thinking. I have a feeling these lives are gonna be like this too. The more we just chill out and settle in, the more it just becomes flowy and relaxing and fun. So this is the finished look. The last thing I keep saying this is classic me. Okay, this is the finished look. Here's the last little thing I would do, and then I never stop ending, and we keep this look going forever. But for real, the last thing I'm gonna do is just a couple more frecks. This is just a little freckle pen. Normally I use my Freck product, but this is just what I have in front of me. A couple more freckles just for a little bit more dimension. And very last little thing I would do is add a little highlight, because how pretty would this be with a teal highlight? Oh, yes. Love. Just gonna add this little glow. Don't really have a ton of space over here for it, but we'll try. We'll see what happens. Such a pretty highlight though. Can you see that? Are you seeing this? So pretty. Might even add just a little bit on the lips, right? I feel like it is just begging for that. Come on. Kaleidos, these highlights are like next level. Obsessed. Okay, now we're done. I'm gonna put it down. I can't, I can't stop. Okay, this is really the last thing though. Just a little bit of waterline. Yes. Yeah, okay, now we're complete. Ta-da! That was so fun. Okay, I think I'm done. That highlighter finished everything off with a bang. I love it on the cheeks. I can actually see it over here. And then on the nose and I always do this little area between my eyes. What is this called? I don't know, the bridge of your nose. I don't even know what you call that, but that is the finished look. I added some on my lip and I am living for it. I'm glad we actually didn't leave them matte, but it's not like glossy. So this is how she had the lips in this one. See how glossy? Which for me, like, I love the texture of these two together, but I just am not like, I'm not a gloss person. So that was so much fun. A little challenging in the beginning. I think if I was doing this again, I would use like a teal fluid eye paint and a brush. I would have more control. I had to clean up quite a bit of the angles because I went in with a pencil. But this is the finished look. I hope you guys liked following along. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you had fun on this Freaky Friday. We will be back next week for another one, I think. The only thing that could get in the way of that is I am going to a conference. I'm going to be at VCon next Friday, so that may or may not interfere. Maybe we'll do a morning Freaky Friday next week. Yeah, stay tuned. I'll post it in the community tab. Every week for Freaky Friday, I'm going to leave that information in the community tab. So if you can join, it'll be in the community tab, the time that I'm going to go live. So thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.